What do skyscrapers and Motogp bikes have in common? Sounds like a bad joke, right? Well, they both need to be stable and rigid, but they also need to be flexible. While a skyscraper has to be able to absorb the shock waves of an earthquake, a bike has to soak up the impact of an uneven track. Find the balance between rigidity and flexibility, and you'll have a winning formula for a safe skyscraper and a fast bike.
Finding the right balance of a chassis is very technical because with Motogp, with the carbon brakes, you need the stiffness in the brake point, but when you're on the maximum angle, you need the lateral flexibility to, copy the bumps, to soften the bumps, to get the grip on the maximum angle and then give you the good acceleration.
Well, the bike is basically all the time bending and twisting depending on the forces that act on it. At high banking, for example, the suspension acts in a flat angle to the ground. So lateral movements in the chassis become very important. Accelerating out of the corner, change of direction, creates torsion in the bike. Or sudden braking even bends the steering head slightly. All those movements are quite small, sometimes a couple of millimeters, but it really makes a big difference in the performance, so it can decide between winning or losing.
Only two materials are suitable for the job: aluminium and steel. All of the current Motogp teams use aluminium. It's light and sturdy. But KTM, an Austrian manufacturer, uses steel, despite it being heavier. High-strength steel is 3 times stronger than aluminium. That means you need less steel to create a frame with the same stability as an aluminium one. Less material means less weight.
Steel is something that we have been working with in many projects and for a long time. We can react quite quickly to needs that we find on the track to tailor-make the stiffness really for the rider by varying things like wall thickness, like diameters, position of tubes, and in total the way then from a design to having a frame in hand is quite short. It would take us around 4 days when we would have all the raw material there, and this is quite a bit quicker than aluminium.
So next time you're staring up at the Empire State Building, don't just think of King Kong, but also Valentino Rossi or Marc Marquez, or at least the chassis of their bikes.